With the recent releases of the Epstein Files that everyone has known about, everyone's been seeing all over the news, I've been seeing all over the news, it's been really crazy to see with every single passing, not even a day, but passing minute, we have new revelations, new names being popped out. And why am I talking about this today that shouldn't even be on a channel of this caliber? Well, it's about Sasha Grey. If you know Sasha Grey, she is a pretty much an infamous and well-known person who once was part of the adult content industry. Of course, she doesn't do that now. She is now a full-time YouTuber, streamer, what have you. And over the years, she's always come across as someone that is like super wholesome, really good vibes, and overall just someone that you just want to vibe and like be around with in a way. But today, there was a reason I had to talk about Sasha Grey and Epstein in the introduction. That's because her name apparently kept popping up in the Epstein files. And as a result of all of this popping out within the past maybe like week or so, or at least 24 hours, there has been like some crazy journalists trying to slam Sasha Grey's name down to the ground to the point that she had to even make a response video saying that she never met Epstein in person, she that clearly that whoever these journalists are defamatory her name and rubbing it down on the ground to more or less say that, oh yeah, she was involved in the Epstein Island stuff. And when I looked deeper into this, a lot of this was stemming through some emails that was leaked. And once I figured out the research, through r slash Epstein's Reddit post, this was the email they're referring to. Where, again, it was by Jeffrey Epstein. I played sex slave with Sasha Grey guy. It was like a lot of porn. First time I got probably fucked. Ugh, got all of that bullshit. And this right here was essentially the email that set off that got people wondering like, okay, was Sasha Grey really involved with the Epstein stuff? Because clearly her name is popped up on here. It does track around the time period when she was like super big in porn still, so it has to track, right? But the way I'm looking at this is that it basically just feels like a couple of dudes just recommending said video to the most fucked up pedophile on the planet, first and foremost. That's what I'm getting at here. And another reason like this is going on right now is that there is like a huge time director, or at least at one point he was a big director, with Nicholas Jarzeski, which I'll screw his name. I can't even pronounce it. This Nicholas Jarzeski, whatever the hell, is a filmmaker who over the past couple weeks has been bombasted with the fact that his relationship with Epstein was so big and prevalent. And as you can see in the Hollywood Reporter that was reported here, they've had like this weird interaction that's been going on since like May of 2009. And once again, they were basically doing a back and forth thing where they're basically recommending, Sasha Grey's work and how she's like the dirtiest person ever in porn up until that point. And again, I know I can like pop up more of what I'm seeing on this article here, but it's gross. It's disgusting. It's not really good. And for me, this feels really like, again, just a couple of dudes just like talking to each other in the most fucked up, weirdly way possible. And this was around the time when he was like developing his 2012 Arbiter film, if I'm not mistaken, from the info I'm given right now. All I have to say is that for anyone that keeps bringing up Sasha Grey's name, that keeps saying that she was part of the Epstein files first and foremost, I honestly think that you have to double check your sources first and foremost, dog. And second, why would Sasha Grey, who, again, at the time of her life in her porno career, why would she focus on being with Epstein, one of the biggest, most fucked up people you've ever come to witness throughout ever in human history? It's crazy because, again, from what I'm seeing from these emails, from all the evidence being stated, and the fact that Sasha had to drop a response video within the past 24 hours with all this blowing up, it's pretty damn clear that she was not in the Epstein Island bullshit. She was mentioned, yes, but I feel like, again, this was just simply two weirdos that were just recommending like, oh yeah, like you want to see some Sasha Grey pornos? Here, let's go check out some Sasha Grey pornos. Like she does a lot of good, hardcore, deep stuff type of shit, and it's like, ooh, God, it's so weird. Like I get that in the modern day and age, there's people out there that like do a little bit of recommending here and there of like your favorite adult content shit, but in the context of this, and given what we know now about the Epstein shit, like it's pretty damn clear that she had no part in this whatsoever. Her name was simply just thrown around as like a bit of a recommendation. Sure, there were moments that in the emails that like the filmmaker Nicholas wanted to like bring her on to the island, but never once has that even what up for consideration, considering that when you look at this dude's filmmaking credits, he has little to no film credits under his name. I don't even know what the hell he's known for outside of like a few movies here and there that I may have loosely heard back in the day. But outside of that, this filmmaker is just so irrelevant. He's a joke. If anything, considering that he was interacting with Epstein in the first place, he should be the one that the people in the mainstream should really focus on arresting, because clearly this guy had connections. He was the one that was interacting with Epstein quite a lot, and he should be charged and considered to be like talked about in a way, and not Sasha Grey, who clearly is in the innocent in this whole thing. That she didn't even know what the fuck was going on, mind you. She was just enjoying what she's been doing the past how many years ever since she became a streamer slash YouTuber. It makes no sense, and it's sickening that in the world that we're living in right now, with the Epstein files being big as it is, there's no arrest being done. Yeah, there's no arrest being done, there's no justice being made, and I just don't think it's ever going to happen. Yes, we may have had that happen somewhere around the world, but you know what I know happened to the other guy that got arrested recently? They fucking released him for God knows what. So I just feel like no justice is going to ever be served by those who were part of the bigger grand scheme of the Epstein files. When someone as big, who has been plastered throughout all these files that has been released, should be charged, and not someone who was, mentioned a few times here and there in the case of being Sasha Grey. This makes no sense. And again, I feel sorry for Sasha Grey that she has to go through all this stuff, and I wish her the best going past this point to continue what she's doing, because it's sad, it's unacceptable, and I really feel like the real evil people that were part of those Epstein files should be looked into, should be charged, not Sasha Grey. So yeah, just wanted to simply yap and talk about this, and that's it. See you on the next one. Later.